Now to the Legionnaires outbreak, and despite a few cases in Rockland County, health officials say it is not spreading from the South Bronx. CBS 2's Lou Young is in New City with more on the reassurances.
It smells terrible.
It does. It does. It's not a very clean sample. You don't want to see that in your cooling tower.
Say hello to Legionella on its home turf, brown gunk cold biofilm that can form inside poorly maintained rooftop cooling towers. That's the suspected source of the pneumonia-like illness in the big Bronx outbreak, but suburban health officials want to stress there's nothing like that happening on their turf.
We are not part of the outbreak in the city, except we have one resident who worked in the city.
Rockland County has logged 3 Legionnaires cases this summer, one person who works in the Bronx and 2 others at opposite ends of the county who could have picked it up anywhere. The number of cases is typical, we're told. A factory in Orangeburg where one of the patients works voluntarily cleaned its cooling system as a precaution, but it was not identified as a source of the infection. To stay ahead of any problems, Rockland County has now sent out notices encouraging all businesses to at least test their systems if they have them. In the city, it's a requirement. Here in Rockland County, a suggestion. The result at companies like this that inspect and clean cooling towers, the phones are ringing off the hook.
We're deploying 12 teams around the clock, and we're just trying to keep up.
Much of that work, though, is taking place in the city because that's where the case cluster is. The epidemiologist at Westchester Medical Center says they see individual cases all the time. It's the cluster that's the real concern.
We're well aware of what's been happening in the Bronx, so we're keeping our eyes open and haven't seen anything different here.
But they know that could change in a New York minute. In New City, Rockland County, Lou Young, CBS 2 News.
Westchester County has also advised large businesses with cooling towers to have them inspected last week. Neither Rockland nor Westchester has a complete list of how many of the suspect cooling systems are operating in their areas.